I have in front of me here a FibreMDU virtual Quattro. Basically what it's taking is an optical signal and it's converting it back to IF. So we'll be taking a feed from a virtual, let's say, fibre optic network, and we'll be converting it back to something that can be used with a multi-switch. So let's just look at the actual contents here. So first of all, the product obviously is made by Global Infocom, so it comes in this outer box here, and inside there we have the following contents. We just have a quick instruction manual with some specifications. We have a power unit that comes with a range of a choice of leads, a 2-pin, but obviously here in Ireland or the UK we'll be using the 3-pin version here, and the output on this is 20 volts and 1.2 amps. Okay, so if we look at the actual converter here, we'll see that we have the power input here. I'll just quickly demonstrate. Maybe just move the power to the other side, and I'll just push it in here, so you can just see here, it goes in like that. Okay, so I'll just take that power unit off, just move it out of the way for now. And we'll see this is a pretty simple process here. We have the optical input here, so we'll be using something like a fibre optic cable, and we just insert it directly in here and just screw it in, lock it into position. And on the bottom part here, what we have is we've outputs, and if we look at the outputs on it, they're colour coded, black, green, red and yellow. So it's basically vertical low and horizontal low, vertical high, horizontal high, and that of course is the typical input you'd be using for a multi-switch. So let's imagine where in the system we'd be using this. Well, what we'd have is we'd have a FibreMDU virtual LNB be pulling in a signal, probably go through a series of switches and splitters where we'd split off the signal up to 32 different points. And at that point we can insert a unit like this where we can then come along and we can feed a signal into a multi-switch to feed a local, we'll say, apartment block. So, you know, if you were envisaged, we'll say, the use of it, if we came along and we put in a dish that was covering, we'll say, a large area where we have a lot of, a distance maybe of 100 metres or 700 metres between buildings, what we'll do is we'll put in our fibre optic LNB, use fibre optic cable to run to the different buildings, and then when we get to the local area, we'll try to switch it back down and use the existing RF coaxial cable that's in the wall, and the multi-switch will feed into that. And that's exactly how it works. So it's part of a wider range of fibre optic products that we stock on the tvtrade.ie website.